Hi, my name's Amit Jauer, and I'm the CEO of Attentive. The Disney Accelerator program is amazing for a tech company because of the interaction and the high-level access we get. Getting access to C-level executives at Disney gives us feedback and real-time collaboration that would take us months to generate in any other way. Given the storied nature of the franchises, giving the expertise of these executives and them spending time actually invested in us being successful, is something that's very hard for a startup to generate itself. So being able to collaborate at that level from minute one and work back and forth on pushing ideas and seeing what can work and what can't work and being able to test it is exactly what a startup needs to achieve its vision. And I think that's what we were able to get through the Disney Accelerator program. We started with ESPN Anscape and then moved to a more core property of Disney Theatrical Group and started helping send messages in real time about the shows that were coming up, the availability of what people were interested in, and then moved to Disney Retail, where we can see all the properties and the products Disney is creating and continue to kind of collaborate with those executives and build out more robust programs over time. Consumers want to hear from Disney, and you just have to deliver them the right content to personalize the messaging. The channel that is opt-in only is a perfect pairing between what Disney has with its great franchises and what Attentive can bring with real-time marketing messaging.
I'm Tim Sweeney, the founder and CEO of Epic Games. Epic Games is the maker of Fortnite, one of the biggest video games in the world, and the makers of Unreal Engine, which is used by game developers, film, television, and other industries to make 3D content. Disney looks at the entertainment industry as a whole with a really wonderful and holistic vision. As Fortnite took off and grew, our partnership with Disney has grown with Star Wars crossovers and Marvel crossovers and constant cross-promotion between the most exciting things happening in the world in the field of entertainment. I feel it's creating a new type of ecosystem that transcends anything that previously existed. And this will not only be driven by companies like Disney and Epic, but also by creators who participate in expanding the storyline and adding their own elements to it and participating in the economy. On May the 4th of this year, we had the most amazing Fortnite crossover ever. Basically, the Empire invaded LEGO Fortnite and completely upended the LEGO universe with crazy Star Wars action, chaos, and a new form of evolving entertainment that nobody's ever seen before. But the conversations we had with Disney really opened our eyes to the realization that we're not just building a bunch of isolated entertainment products, we're all building an entertainment universe together.
It's actually all started here, an Accelerator. Hi, my name is Eilert Hanwa and I'm the CEO of Kahoot. The ability to have an accelerator where we both get guidance and we get a great door opener effect into the rest of the organization. Currently we're working with 6 different parts of Disney, and we see a tremendous opportunity to continue and expand everything we do with those different tracks and hopefully deliver an even better value proposition to all our users and customers around the world in the future. That's the strength of Disney. One of the things we've done since we started is to make sure that we stay true to the simplicity of using Kahoot. So that's also why it become a global phenomenon, used by teachers around the world. We have over 8 million teachers using Kahoot every year, running 100 million sessions for over 1 billion participants in the classroom. Since we started 5 years ago, there has been over 150 million players on all the different Disney franchises on the platform. And we see that this is not impressions, this is really engagement, meaning you're spending time on the brand, you're spending time on the content, and you're really using it as a way to discuss or learn or really having a two-way communication around a very important topic. And of course, we have the more entertainment part of it. But since we started this project, we have seen the interest increasing, we've seen the new movies coming out and adding more value and adding other flavors to what we can offer. And we believe that this is something we really want to continue together with Disney. Disney came in early, meaning before we started our commercial journey. And we think that that's really something that accelerated not only our opportunity to talk with Disney, which we really, really appreciated, but also the opportunity to build the business into a proper success that we have now. So the combination of being able to build, but at the same time do it in a way which is consistent and also solid over time, is very much what we've been focusing on. Again, a big thank you to Disney for being there in a very professional relationship, meaning that you're really treating a small company like we were back then in a very, very good way.
Please welcome the president of Disney Music Group and the president of the Disneyland Resort, Ken Bunt and Ken Potrock.
Hey everybody, just two Kens here to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Disney Accelerator.
He wanted to say that.
Yeah.
You go first.
Oh, well, Ken was asking me earlier for front row tickets at the Grammys, and I said, well, what I didn't tell you is you're going in the studio next week because those are the artist seats. So we're going to cut some songs.
So we are really excited to be here with both of you guys. It is the 10th year anniversary of the Accelerator program. Both Ken and I have been actively engaged with this program for a number of years, and I think are getting great value out of it. So I think it's going to be really fun. If I do get those Grammy tickets, though, I got to figure out the make good. The make good might be, I don't know, what are you
Club
looking
33.
for?
I'm thinking Club
Okay,
33.
so we'll work our way through that.
Yeah. We look forward to Accelerator every year. We make it a team effort at Disney Music Group. We include everybody from our concerts team, A&R, which actually has brought in one of the participants this year with Audio Shake. We've got business development and marketing. And so it's an exciting time for us every year we do this.
You know, as we begin to think about what the Accelerator program can be, we look at it through a number of different lenses. You know, the lens that you would sort of imagine that we would think about is the lens in terms of how does it affect the guest? How does it affect the consumer from a content perspective, from a show perspective? And that's important and a big part of it, but we also think about it very heavily from what does it mean, and I'll call it sort of behind the curtain. What does it mean back of house? How does it help us with things like efficiency? How does it help us with things like using our labor more effectively? So the Accelerator program for us becomes very much a thought starter and a tip of the spear kind of opportunity that begins to get us thinking about the evolution of our business, and I think that's incredibly important.
Yeah, for us, anytime we can be in a room where innovation and collaboration are at the center of it, we're in our happy place. And we've got a pretty curious group, and it really drives us to do our best work and motivates us to do better, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if your mind opens up to the art of the possible, if you sit there and say, you know, I'm going to look at a technology and it's not, does it fit perfectly? It's what could it become? What could it enable? How does it have application? We talk a lot about the same technology could have application in Ken's business and my business, which is weird in some ways.
Yeah, we talk about reaching the consumer and emotionally engaging the consumer. How do we do that with storytelling? There are a lot of similarities.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I think becomes really fun with the Accelerator, and both of us did it this past year and really for past years, is we bring a pretty good cross-section of our team to the meetings. And so we might have finance people, operations people, legal people, we might have creative people, entertainment people, you know, business people, because we want to have all of those lenses looking at this technology and trying to understand what could it truly mean and how do we think about the application. And I think, you know, for our tech partners that are in the room and the Accelerator folks, you know, a lot of times they're looking at applications as well. But they may not be looking at the wide swath of applications that might be available to them. And so that's part of what we try to bring to the table.
Yeah, we're usually the guinea pigs too. Music, you know, we like to experiment, and you talked about tip of the spear.
Yeah.
That's often us, sometimes by choice, sometimes not by choice.
Yeah, mostly not by choice,
Yeah.
right? But it's a really fun program, and so we are incredibly excited to be part of this. We're excited to welcome all of you guys here today. I think it's going to be really terrific. So we're going to get out of the way. And so maybe before they start playing our Oscars walk-off music, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody for their interest and engagement. And thank you again for the Accelerator teams that are here, for what you guys incredibly bring to the table and how appreciative we are with that.
Yeah. David, Bonnie, the entire Accelerator team, thank you, and congratulations to all the participants. Have a great afternoon.
On with the show.
Hi, I'm David Min, Vice President of Innovation. We started the Disney Accelerator in 2014 with the goal of bringing external innovation into the Walt Disney Company. And it was right here in this very room that something extraordinary happened. Bob Iger met with Sphero, a maker of a robotic toy that kicked off a global phenomenon with everyone wanting their own BB-8 droid. Since then, the program has evolved. We've had additional successes, including Epic Games, Attentive, Kahoot, and more, all while using the same formula for collaboration. A formula where breakthrough ideas are not just ours or theirs alone, it's the sharing of ideas, leveraging each other's strengths that creates something truly unique. So with that, let's get the show started. And remember, it all started with the droid. For 10 years, the Disney Accelerator has been connecting Disney executives with technology companies that have the potential to transform the media and entertainment industry. Since the beginning, as you saw with the BB-8 droid, we've been exploring robotics. And this year, we're showcasing Nuro, an autonomous robot. Is anybody driving that thing?
I'm Dave Ferguson. I'm one of the co-founders of Nuro. From the very start of Nuro, we recognized that artificial intelligence is going to be the core technology that will power everything that we do as a company. So we have really invested in that. 8 years worth of investment in developing state-of-the-art AI, and that is what powers all of our vehicles, all of our technology, and all of the future robots that we're going to go on and build.
Hi, I'm Andrew Clare. I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Nuro. So we've focused on building both the self-driving system, the software that powers the vehicle. We also build custom sensors and compute, sort of the eyes and the ears and the brain of the vehicle that help it drive safely on public roads. And we've built multiple generations of custom delivery vehicles, as you can see behind me, which are intended to have nobody inside of them, yet bring things to you at your home. The Nuro Driver, our core self-driving technology, is very AI first. It uses artificial intelligence in seeing the world, perception. It uses it in behavior, which is deciding how to drive, and it uses it in understanding where it is in the world. We see the potential for what this technology can be and how it can actually be applied in the world and create real benefits for society.
We've applied this to many, many different vehicle platforms, from trucks to custom vehicles. And in the future, we intend to expand both the vehicles that we apply it to, as well as the different applications that we can use that technology for.
My name is Kyle Laughlin. I'm the Executive R&D Imagineer for Walt Disney Imagineering. I mean, I think the technology is incredible for autonomous vehicles, and the robots that Nuro is creating, also, their technology can be leveraged on a multitude of different form factors, platforms, et cetera. And so that approach, particularly for the Walt Disney Company, as we're trying to solve a number of different problems, is leaps and bounds ahead of anything else that we've seen in the marketplace. And so working with companies like that is really exciting.
When I think about the potential for what a collaboration between Disney and Nuro could be, the one that gets me the most excited is folks seeing Nuro vehicles driving down the road, bringing them magical things that they're so excited about. It could be bringing the gifts that they got to their hotel. It could be bringing ice cream sundae from their favorite place on the boardwalk to wherever they happen to be. Or it could be just bringing the experience even to their home when they're missing the experience in the park.
Also, their ability to deliver everything from pizzas to convenience products is going to truly change how people live and commune. We're really excited about what technologies like this could offer to family lifestyles in the future.
The ability to really collaborate together with Disney to think about incredible use cases of how we can bring neurotechnology into the parks, behind the scenes at the park, and even out of the park to bring really magical experiences to Disney consumers around the country and around the globe has been incredibly exciting.
The Disney Accelerator is an incredible tool to drive focus for us around the organization, and companies like Nuro help us get a head start in terms of trying to solve our broader problems, things that ultimately make its way to the guest and create those magical moments that we're all looking to create on a regular basis.
Our mission as a company is to better everyday life through robotics. And so when we combine that with a company like Disney, whose entire role is to create magical experiences for people, there's a real opportunity for us to come together. And I think a real alignment that we've experienced in talking to all of the leaders of Disney across different organizations there. And so it's been really exciting to get that time and to do that brainstorming to figure out what are the shared magical experiences that we can build together when we combine robotics with all of Disney's reach and their wonderful products and characters.
A lot has changed over the last 10 years at the Disney Accelerator. We have had the opportunity to be part of the evolution of multiple technologies. We've explored the next generation of play, cutting-edge augmented reality, the power of the Force, and every year discovering new emerging technologies because technology keeps moving forward.
And the future is moving faster than it ever has before. From our parks to our films, sound has always been core to every Disney experience. The two companies you're going to meet next are helping us broaden the reach of those unique Disney sounds to audiences all over the world, no matter where they are or what language they speak. Here to share more are AudioShake and 11 Labs.
I'm Jessica Powell. I'm the CEO and co-founder of AudioShake. AudioShake focuses on sound separation. There's all kinds of audio in the world that, for some reason, you might want to be able to separate. That can range from being able to take older content where it's not all tracked out and be able to split it into, say, the dialogue, the music, the effects. It could be music that you want to split into its different instrument stems. It could be speech that's happening in a really noisy environment. I think there's also applications that go even beyond that into other verticals. Think about live environments of audio. Things get caught in different tracks that you want to be able to pull out. Wind getting caught when you're filming on set. Similarly, I think there's huge opportunities around accessibility. Are there ways that you can use sound separation to make sound or its meaning more accessible to people? And that's where we come in. Basically, we separate sound into its different layers, or the technical term is stems, so that you can then open it up to all kinds of interesting editing and new workflows that don't even exist today.
I'm Ken Bunt, and I'm the president of the Disney Music Group.
We met in the context because actually Disney Music Group was one of our earliest customers. You all were using the technology in something called sync licensing, marrying the video and the audio for things like commercials and film. And what we learned was just so often, particularly with older tracks, there just are no stems. And so you lose those opportunities.
Well, and incredibly time-saving too. I think for our team, either researching like where the tapes are, or then even if we had it, I mean, the amount of labor and time that it took to even come to anything close to what AudioShake is able to do, it's just been invaluable.
You guys were actually the ones that introduced us to the Accelerator and brought us in. And I think having already had the experience of working with part of Disney and understanding the needs of a business and how that informs your roadmap, it's been such a valuable experience getting to learn from your team and really have that, not just audio expertise, but that industry expertise as well.
What people don't get about AI is that really what AudioShake is doing is finding ways to enhance the emotional experience and fandom with the music. And so there's this level of emotional engagement that you're providing that is just really exciting for us.
Hi, I'm Nick Cannon. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Walt Disney Animation Studios. Disney really started with animation over 100 years ago. Disney was one of the pioneers of audio with synchronized sound on Steamboat Willie. So really audio and dialogue and music has been an integral part of our storytelling. If you think about examples like Fantasia, where music was an instrumental part of the telling of that story. When we go back into our archives, we don't necessarily have all the original stems and separate tracks. Sometimes all the audio is recorded together.
So like the voice, the music, everything in one place.
Exactly, and also sometimes the audio isn't as clean as it is with modern technology. Sometimes the challenge, we want to go in creatively and remix what's been done before. Maybe you want to take some of that amazing music or some of that amazing dialogue from a classic character and do a modern twist on that. But often, up to now, we've had to re-record or redo that music. We're blessed to have an amazing archive of material and a legacy of characters and stories and worlds and all the audio and dialogue and music that goes along with that. And so anything we can do to create new compelling stories by leaning into those characters, into that music, into those sort of classic voice recordings, we're always looking for more tools in the toolbox. How do we create more creative flexibility and maintain quality is paramount. So I hear you have something special prepared, showcase the tech.
So this is from the original Peter Pan, and you're gonna hear in the original Peter and speaking to all the children, and there's some music in the background as well. So this is the original clip.
Don't you know? Oh, sure. It's just that I never thought about it before. Say, that's it. You think of a wonderful thought.
Any happy little thoughts?
So you're probably pretty familiar piece
with
of
that,
audio.
yeah.
And again, you have multiple voices there. You also have music. And I think you, as you were saying, that would make it very, very difficult for you to go in and if you wanted to make an edit, for example. But what we did was we were able to isolate just Peter. So pull Peter away from the children and from the background music.
Oh, sure. It's just that I never thought about it before. Say, that's it.
Wow, that's super impressive. Yeah, like really clean and amazing just to hear that voice isolated in that way. It's very impressive technology, a very important capability for us that we haven't been able to do to that quality before. And now it's this brand new tool we have in our toolbox that really unleashes a whole new palette of work that we can do.
There's so much richness in the way audio is created today. And so how can you actually extend the different ways that music can be consumed and experienced and enjoyed?
One of the other areas that we're excited about is the STEM forms and thinking about the energy, right? And thinking about, oh, how does that translate into Disney concerts or how our theme park team might, right? Or live events team might use the technology.
Be able to meet so many business units and also have our eyes opened. And I think in some cases, their eyes open too, about how many applications there were for what we were doing. And so it's been a wonderful experience. Can you use a combination of STEM forms? I could solve that for you, though.
My name is Mari, and I'm one of the co-founders at 11 Labs. 11 Labs is an audio AI research and deployment company with the goal of making content universally accessible across voices and languages through synthetic voices, synthetic speech, AI dubbing, and sort of other tools across AI audio stack. So one of the use cases, and that's the use case that started the company, is around globalization. So taking existing audio and video content and making it available in other languages, but preserving the same voices, the same emotion, the same intonation as in the original. So you could watch the content that's available usually in English or other language and then make it available in your native language, but still having that same creativity as in the original available to you.
In una terra dove il sole brucia la terra. Você não é daqui, não é, garoto?
But the same technology that's making this possible is applicable across a plethora of other places across AI audio. So whether it's taking existing texts and making them available in character voice, so for example, turning text into an audiobook, but being able to listen to it in a voice that's personalized to you, creating voiceovers pre and post-production and making that easier for everyone involved to iterate and explore the process before you go into the production mode, all the way through to empowering creatives to create new experiences that could be dynamic, for example, speaking with a character voice on the fly that's accessible to you.
All driven by the power of your voice.
Hi, I'm Barry Godwin. I look after distribution operations.
I'm Jamie Voris. I'm the Chief Technology Officer of the Walt Disney Studios.
One of the things that's exciting as we think about a lot of the use cases and working with your teams of taking that content and making it available in other languages is my co-founder and I are originally from Poland. And there's this peculiar thing in Poland that when you watch most of foreign content, to make it accessible in Polish language, you have a single narrator voiceover that narrates across all that content. So whether you have a male or female or character voices, in Polish you will just have one character voice narrating all those lines.
A do tego ponadczasowe. Zawsze mamy nadzieję, że świat może być lepszy i zaczniemy w końcu doceniać to, co nas łączy, a nie też mechaniką. A przy Matterhornie doszła mi jeszcze fizyka.
business.
I remember exactly how that all happened. So when launching in Poland, everyone said, that's how they do it, it's Lecter. I don't think that Lecter is entrenched. You probably know better than I that a good dubbed version resonates more than a straightforward Lecter.
So for the past 100 years, our studio and our company have had this great history of storytelling innovation where we have driven a whole bunch of great products to help our filmmakers realize their ambitions, from the multiplane camera through industrial light and magic to today where we're breaking new boundaries with mixed reality storytelling. We've had a lot of innovations that are helping to make our stories more compelling, and audio has been a big piece of that.
Yeah. So we will respond to, if there is technology available, what is the best way to use it to satisfy what is the filmmaker's original intent, and how can we get that to the widest audience and contextualize it through language, dubbing, subtitles, and so on to make it resonate in that particular country or language.
And I would say the thing that's most exciting to me is not just the time to market, but the quality. I mean, quality of our storytelling is our #1 goal and product, and I think that that's what's been most exciting for me about 11 Labs, is to see how authentic it is and how it's going to allow us to tell great stories all around the world.
Cannot agree more. It's also like, how can you take that original creative thought and then make it available in those other languages, but make sure that you preserve whether it's intonation or the emotions or even the voices of the people in those languages. So not only make it at that level of quality, but even open something that wasn't possible in the past.
Getting a head start on helping, it's kind of, for me, it would be the equivalent of pre-visualization, which is to say, this script is going to sound like this. Everyone good with that? Does anyone want to make any tweaks in the specific language? Getting an early start on that, the more time that we can spend, but right now it's a very manual process to get from that script to something that people can listen to, match to a picture, and then make their editorial comment. So again, for me, it's just helping speed up the process of getting all the right people involved as early as possible.
And I think it's such a great point because you and your team do such a great job of making this look effortless, but it is incredibly complex to make it look simple. That's why it's so important, why I'm so happy to be a part of the Accelerator program and so happy to have you as a part of it, because that's how we're going to shape the better outcomes, is that we can help you understand our needs, you can bring us technology that we couldn't imagine on our own, and I think that kind of marriage of art and technology is really what's helped this company to become what it is, and so happy to be here working with you. We're really excited about the opportunity to use these technologies in service of our storytelling, but we're really focused on how important it is to have creative humans driving the process. I've heard of AI as a bicycle for creativity. So the creatives who use these tools will be able to go further, faster, be stronger, but a bicycle can't ride itself. These tools are in service of bringing great creative ideas to life, and so we think it's important to always ground it in the human part of creativity. 11 Labs really gives us a great opportunity to kind of enhance the fan experience for Disney fans all around the world.
So being part of the Disney Accelerator, the people and how welcoming and keen they are to show a lot of the world and experiment together on making it better, to the technology itself and seeing how we can potentially bring value together of making that technology more accessible, more personalized, has been incredible. And I hope just the start of a lot of other use cases we can work through and try out together.
Well, that was a lot of fun. You know, it's really amazing. Iloma różnymi językami mogę mówić dzięki 11 Labs.
I'm sorry, Jamie, I'm not really understanding you. Is that Greek?
It's actually Polish.
Do you speak any other languages?
Ja, zeker. Ik kan Nederlands spreken. So parlare italiano.
How are you doing that exactly?
It's all 11 Labs.
Wow, impressive.
For most sports fans, this is as close as you get to being part of the game. Our next company brings the game to you wherever you are. With Status Pro, you are the hero.
You got what it takes? Prove it. So Status Pro is an immersive entertainment company that leverages XR technology that builds first-person experiences and puts fans behind the eyes of their heroes. My name is Troy Jones, co-founder, CEO of Status Pro. And I'm Andrew Hawkins, co-founder and president of Status Pro. So I was a Division I quarterback. Hawk was a 7-year NFL vet, and we came together and just saw an opportunity to take our experiences as athletes and bring it to the world. When I first got experienced into AR technology, which first was with the Microsoft HoloLens, I thought this could be perfect to help athletes simulate reps. Because in the NFL, everybody is fast, everybody is quick, everybody is strong. The difference most times is how many reps have you had? How many times have you seen a scenario you're going to have to be put in on a Sunday, and how quickly can you process what to do next? And so the technology allowed us to build simulations in that way and give people unlimited reps from home in the practice facility without putting wear and tear on their body. We brought that to life through NFL Pro Era, and now you have ESPN and Disney who want to be a part of that journey, and we're super excited about it.
Welcome everyone to today's game.
My name is Kevin Lopes. I'm the Vice President of Business Development and Innovation at ESPN. You guys have come so far so quick. I remember I had investment bankers telling me about these guys. And so I'm like, I gotta meet with this team.
The opportunity to bring innovation to Disney and then bringing ESPN IP into the product, we're really excited about it.
We're really excited about working with Status Pro because we believe in their talent, we believe in their technology, and we believe in video games. Their game works, it's crisp, it's now out in market, and they're great guys. And so we're really looking forward to putting our brand within their content.
So our collaboration with ESPN and Disney is something we're extremely excited about. We're looking to leverage our product, NFL Pro Air, and bring it to ESPN's broadcast to allow analysts to provide a first-person perspective on what it's like to be in the shoes of NFL players.
Like, can we get, Dan Orlovsky or an A-level talent or somebody like you to put that headset on in our studio and show what the play was the day before? Like, let's run back Monday Night Football.
The passing lanes are open. Look, there's a passing lane here, a passing lane here.
It's a perfect blend. It's like one of the few experiences, especially in sport, that you can learn and have fun. Like, this is where people come to get smarter about the sports they're passionate about. And now it's an opportunity, again, to take it to a graduate level in a very cool gamified way, which is also the way that the youngest generation of sports fans, that's how they communicate.
Yeah.
So we are in Detroit for the 2024 NFL Draft. Status Pro is the official sponsor of NFL Play. So today we'll be having the chance to put hundreds of kids in NFL Pro Air. They will be going through their NFL Pro Air Pro Day. They're going to get a chance to see what all of these draft picks went through to get tested, get a grade, to see what it's like to potentially enter your name in the NFL Draft.
We did something cool with the NFL. I know they're our partners, they're your partners.
Yeah.
We actually took next-gen tracking data and the optical tracking from Hawkeye, and we re-rendered that into a gaming engine. And we took Toy Story, which everybody likes Toy Story, right?
Yeah.
And we animated a live NFL game. So like, when you think about that type of technology, what does that mean for like your industry? What does that mean for your game?
I mean, it's everything. It's to play football in an Andy's Room type setting to incredible IPs and creating a whole new level of fandom. Kids who love football are going to want to play it, and kids who love Toy Story are going to want to play it.
No one else in the industry can roll up with world-class IP like Toy Story and pull this off.
ESPN is always looking to create new, engaging sports experiences that bring fans into the action. ESPN is collaborating with Status Pro, and it's an exciting opportunity for us to engage younger sports fans who expect more variety, customization, and interactivity. We're in discussions to have in-game ESPN experiences and also in-broadcast experiences that allow our talent and analysts to show cutting-edge, live, immersive replays. By leveraging Status Pro's technology that makes sports content more immersive, ESPN and Status Pro can bring the fan closer to the sports they love.
Wait, we're supposed to be in the next segment. Bonnie? Bonnie?
Whoa, that was fun.
How did you get here?
We're in the next segment, David. This is Promethean magic.
Andrew?
Yeah, let's see what else Andrew's creating.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew from Promethean AI, where we create artificial intelligence technology for professional creative teams. So the way we've constructed this from the ground up, right, is that Promethean exists as this sort of artificial intelligence assistant that meets the artist exactly in their current workspace. We don't impose new pipelines on artists or workflows, and then as you're creating in your current 3D editor, be it Unreal or Blender or Maya, you can just ask for advice, and you can say, oh, what can I place here?
I'm Sean Chopka,
I oversee the games and digital entertainment businesses at Disney. So what is the core function of the platform or the experience?
So we started building out Promethean as basically the last interface that humanity will ever need for creating virtual worlds. And it became very apparent that that's a broad problem space. And what that required is so many layers, from natural language comprehension to virtual spaces comprehension to the comprehension of the actual content that we assemble these worlds from. Literally automatically scan your entire library of content that both your teams can use and our AI can use to help you assemble these worlds that are much more aligned with your core vision.
So creating a platform, creating effectively a service that allows creators to do what they do best, which is so cool and exciting, and certainly why I think you have so many people in the creative community equally excited about what this can bring.
Hi, I'm Bruce Vaughn, Chief Creative Officer of Walt Disney Imagineering. We have more than 7 decades worth of digital assets that are ready to inspire today's Imagineers. At our core, we are always innovating in the experiences we create and the stories we tell, and in the tools, platforms, techniques, and technologies we use to develop and deliver those experiences. We're beginning to explore innovative tools like Promethean AI that allow Imagineers to better leverage our own digital artwork and concepts, so we can more quickly search, discover, and ideate on future projects.
We've talked a lot about what you're up to. It'd be great to see some of it, if you don't mind.
So as you've seen at the very beginning, we just added 600 assets to the library just to demonstrate for you in a matter of seconds. And then from there, it's literally as simple as just typing in anything with natural language that you might think of. So you can ask for things like establishing shot ideas within that universe. You can just literally place a marker on location somewhere and say, here's the space. I want there to be like a Scandinavian forest. And then we'll just assemble it. We know what goes into that forest, we know which assets you have, and we'll just populate it. And we're just gonna give you cool ideas of how you can compose things, taking into account very core artistic fundamentals.
And I'm guessing the tech gets smarter the more you use it.
Exactly, and so we can get that feedback from the teams as well and implement it, and just the analytics that is in it. What content are people looking at within the organization? What content are they using? And what content is nobody using is exceptionally valuable in making these business decisions about where to spend your time.
Can you pull assets from like an existing game?
100%. Just give us a folder, drag and drop it in, and you're done. You don't have to do anything else.
That ability to do that is hugely powerful and no pun intended, game-changing. Looking around this room, you can see why we're so excited about Promethean. All of these stories, characters, and worlds have more backstories and thousands of assets tied to them, which makes us incredibly excited about being able to take those first 100 years of content at this company and think about how we can leverage the next 100 in one shared space. The things we're now setting out to do with Epic Games to build out this amazing Disney universe, all of these things will allow us to do things with assets and creativity that we've never been able to do before. And really, really exciting for us to think about how all of this will connect in one place for the future of how we create assets and how we think about creativity as a company. Creativity at the speed of imagination, the possibilities are limitless. That is insanely powerful. Like, just so the room knows, that's crazy.
Hi, I'm Hugh Johnston, Chief Financial Officer at the Walt Disney Company. Wasn't that something? A big reason why the Disney Accelerator has been so successful over the last 10 years is in large part due to our senior executive team's involvement and their dedication to innovation. I've always admired Disney's unrivaled ability to embrace new technologies, to responsibly explore them, and to innovate in ways that move the entire media industry forward. The Disney Accelerator was one of the very first projects I dove into when I joined the company, and I couldn't be more impressed with how our internal teams and these companies were able to dream big, all in service of making magic for our fans. It all started with a droid, and 10 years later, the future is looking, well, pretty epic. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the last decade of the Disney Accelerator program and the amazing things that our 2024 companies have been able to accomplish with us over the last few months. Thank you to the hundreds of Disney executives who were an important part of this year's program and the thousands of people who've been part of the last 10 years of the Disney Accelerator innovation. And finally, thank you to all of our Disney Accelerator founders, past and present, who continue to inspire and energize us, and who share in our commitment to the unmatched power of human creativity and imagination. Now, I'd like to introduce David Min, Vice President of Corporate Innovation. David?
Thanks, Hugh, for the kind introduction. You know, this is a special day for the program. I remember back in 2013, pitching the concept of an accelerator to Bob Iger, and now I'm standing here celebrating 10 years of the program. It's pretty amazing. You know, our initial goal was really to keep pushing innovation forward at Disney with an eye on transforming the media and entertainment industry. And as you probably know, that transformation has happened on a larger scale and faster than any of us could have imagined. We've had more than 60 companies up on this stage over the last 10 years, many of which are in the room with us today. And we've accomplished so much together, building products and experiences that have reached millions of Disney fans across the world. And when I think back on my favorite memories, it's always the people, all those faces you saw of the founders, and the people here at Disney, right? It's all of those people together, coming together with a shared passion for pushing the boundaries of what's possible. So, you know, back in 2014, and there are some of those folks here, I remember watching Sphero, that Sphero team, running out of the accelerator and then staying up all night to build the first BB-8 droid with a little peeper head running around. It was incredibly exciting to see that happen. And in addition to that, those early days with Tim Sweeney and Epic Games, and that team dreaming of a collaboration that was announced a few months ago. And of course, I have countless memories of having the privilege of working with so many Disney executives across the company. You know, over the last 3 years, we switched to a film format. And I've been asked, why did we change that format? It's not only because we can showcase what we're doing with the companies and our Disney executives, but it's that ability to capture the real-life enthusiasm and passion of seeing a new technology for the very, very first time. You know, in the Promethean segment here, that was actually the first time that Sean Shoptaw saw the platform. And you saw his excitement. It's like watching somebody go on a roller coaster for the first time. It's truly amazing. And you saw Rob Brito here. There was this quick shot of him in the Red 6 airplane, right? Experiencing augmented reality at 20,000 feet. Only with a film can you actually experience that. And it's giving you a peek of what we get to experience in the Accelerator year after year. It's completely amazing. So before I wrap up, I'd like to thank a few people. Of course, the Kens, Ken Potrock and Ken Bunt, for kicking off the day with us. Both Ken and Ken have been huge advocates for the program since the very beginning. And it's leaders like them who come into the Accelerator with their entire teams, right? Every year to bravely, embrace innovation and work with our companies together. In addition to that, I'd like to thank Bob and Hugh and our entire senior leadership team for all their support and the time and energy that their teams personally put into what we've invested in here. And also I'd like to thank Justin Warbrook, Sean Corrigan, Bonnie Rosen, Alif Kalfin, Kirsten Underwood, Sylvianne Pizarro, and the Disney Accelerator and Innovation teams. And then lastly, I'd like to invite right now all the founders from the past cohorts as well as the current cohorts so that we can give them a big thank you. So yes, come on down. These are all the founders that make the magic happen and make it all worth this. Yes, we have all the way from 2015 to present day, so it's really amazing to see us all here together. So with that, thanks so much for coming, and we can go outside and meet all the companies and the founders in person. Let's hear it for the founders. Thank you.
Oh, I think they want to take